Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. Today, a battle in the Lone Star State, and when you play another team from Texas, it just feels a little bit bigger. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cougars ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Texas State Bobcats offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the veteran, a steady set of hands, Jesse, that sort of feels like a security blanket.
And that's big in a game like this, Reese. As a quarterback, I need to know I have a guy I can throw to when I get into a jam. Who can I count on? It's that guy right there.
Yeah, having trust, because I'm going to throw you the football when I trust you to run the right route, be at the right depth, catch the football. This guy's kind of earned that throughout his career.
Power football with the run. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Pressure coming. Coming after it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fix going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State. They draw 1st blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Texas State 7, Houston 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
And your Houston
Cougars offense.
take over
for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
And you got man-to-man coverage, and you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route, he's going to be right there, but does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice.
Flying out to the left. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He makes the catch. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. That's caught. It's Garcia. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per... many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet. And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
That makes the score. Texas State 14, Houston.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 11, set to kick off.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Houston wants to play fast. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll run it from the gun. At midfield, he's got room. He now has 61 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. They'll ride the hot hand. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
So after the first down run, here's second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. At the 35, he's open. It's a fumble. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Big first down sack for the defense brings up second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
You know, it's going to be so important for this offense to get better up front protecting and try to give this quarterback a pocket to throw from, because David, right now in that last play, he had no chance.
Yeah, and step one in stopping a good passing attack is always being able to affect the quarterback. And it's not always with sacks, and sometimes it's with pressures. But when you get the sacks, and now you get them behind the sticks and put them in more predictable situations, that is exactly what you want from your defense.
On his way back from the 20. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. Looking for more room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's out of bounds at the 2, almost a pick six, but they're set up on the doorstep. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
21, Houston, 7.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some missed.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Trying to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got it. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He's looking to throw it. It's caught. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He'll need to put some leg in this one, a 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Bobcats will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's a bit of a gut puncher for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback now breaking the field. It's caught downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's loose down the middle. The 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Houston.
And
Unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Caught on the outside, it's Garcia.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try it over the left side. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
And he makes the catch at the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Cougar!
That quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He makes the connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He lobs one high down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down. And we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On second and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a fit. Touchdown, Texas State. They move on top here in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bringing it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Pocket starts to collapse. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Trying to pick it up on the ground. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And the Bobcats...
Number 11.
away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Catch open down the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that. Houston going up tempo.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
That's caught. It's Gore. And it's on the ground. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. And he's running in the open.
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers and understanding how to follow your blockers. And he did everything right except for getting the end zone.
Touchdown, Texas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Just about set to kick it away.
Texas State, 35. Houston, 21.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be dragged down. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a rest.
He's got it down the left side. He's loose. The 10. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Discards a man. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Fires on the move. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Let's go. Now we got ourselves a ball game. This one looked like it was almost over in the 2-minute situation. Get a few first downs. Walk out of here with a W. No, sir. Defense forces the turnover. Offense, it's your turn.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. He's looking to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
The pass falls incomplete.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Going for 6. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Looking for a productive play on first down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That delay of game penalty pushes the offense back even closer to its own end zone. A first down for the offense. Give to the running back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. A little sports history, David. Upset.